I'm searching for a way to archive. I wrote your name on the wall, so you're here now. There is no one here. I'm here, but there is no one here. I've been sleeping. I've walked into here a long time ago, and there was no one here. I'm here, but there is no one here. When I speak, there is no one to listen. When I speak, I breathe into the walls. When I'm finished speaking, the walls remind me that there is no one to speak to. I'm standing here, and I'm speaking to the walls, and I'm sleeping, and I'm writing your name on the wall, so you're here. Recently, I learned how to rhyme. For example, I'm, bime, kime, dime, yime, fime, gyme, hime, yime, jime, kime, lime, mime, nime, oim, poi, fime, kyime, climb, rhyme, shime, thime, yime, vime, wime, zyme, yime, zyme. I also learned how to fall in love. I met them, I spoke to them, I listened to them, I promised them, I thought of them, I drew of them, I ran with them, I walked with them, I sat with them, I looked at them, I cried to them, I saw them, I showed them, I sewed them, I sewed them, I asked them, I traced them, I imagined them, I left them, I returned them, I spent our time with them, I broke bread with them, I wrote to them, I started to dream with them, and I practice it every day. Andrea told me once that when you die, your name is much longer than when you are born. And that as you get older, more and more names are added to the first name, so that the first name becomes a first, and you get a second, and a third, and a fourth, and so on until your last one. So I'm not gonna say my name all the way. I wrote it out, but then I got embarrassed. So I'll just keep it a secret. I wrote a story about your family. 2 months before you were born, your mom asked your dad to steal some romaine lettuce from their neighbor's garden. Your dad didn't understand why he couldn't just go to the grocery store and buy some with his own coin. He didn't want to assume the role of a criminal, but your mom was into bad boys. Your dad was okay with being deemed a bad boy too. So one night he snuck into the neighbor's backyard and took a head of romaine. He felt really sexy. It was 11 o'clock at night, sexy o'clock. He stood in flip-flops in the neighbor's backyard and wallowed in this newfound title of provider. He stayed there looking at the remaining unuprooted lettuce and laughed in their leafy faces because they had no role in his grand theft except those that are left behind, those that are unchosen. He was the chooser. He had the power to pick which lettuce would transform from seed to flower to veggie to golden bounty of sex appeal. He was godlike in his fate. Your dad got caught in the end. The end. I said end 2 times. Okay, next story. There is a rock that has asked me to eat it. It placed itself on my plate and tried to look delicious. They stood still. They didn't move for fear I would be repulsed. I'm vegetarian. Does a funny rock count as meat? Is this the question I should be asking? Does a funny rock have a soul? This one seems wrong. So I was there looking at this rock playing possum, and I wondered if I were to eat it, if I were to use a fork or a spoon, would they prefer to be chewed or sucked on? If I were to eat it, should I say a prayer for them, for God? If I ate them, should I just pop them in my mouth, swallow, and then let them live in my stomach? Am I gonna eat them for me or eat them for them? Has this rock taken my moral purities into account? Do they wish to damn me?
He came from the sun.